Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the final episode of the first season with Ajax here in Football Manager 2021. We're here at the second to last match day. First of all, let's just show you guys how the matches in between went after we got knocked out against Braga, of course. We then lost away from home against Willem II 3-2. Sadly, they scored a goal in the 95th minute to give them the win. Luckily, after that, we only had wins, so we beat FC Emmen 2-1, we beat Utrecht 4-2, we beat PSV 5-1 right here. A very important win. They, of course, are in second, and that win gave us the bigger lead over them. Then we beat Groningen 4-1 and Groningen 4-0, and Twente 4-1 as well. So we've got 2 games left, an away game against Venlo and an away game against AZ, who are in third. We're 5 points ahead of PSV. We only need 1 more point to give us the championship. So yeah, well, mathematically not yet, but we do have a goal difference that is much better than PSV. So technically we need a win, but they're not going to score 14 goals more than us. So you could say that a draw would be enough for us, but let's just see where this game is going to take us. I think we're going to win it. I hope so, at least. You know what? Let's swap the team around completely. Let's give Martinez another start. Let's give Ekkelenkamp a start. Let's give Kudus game time and Schuurs as well. Promes, Traoré. Why did he not go in? Shutalo for Masraoui and Frimpong for Tagliafico. And yeah, let's just keep it like that. As you can see right here, Livakovic has a bid on him. He came to us asking for more game time, and I gave him more game time. I started him almost every game, but he still complained that he wasn't getting enough game time. So I thought, well, we've got a couple of good young goalkeepers coming through the youth ranks, so let's just try to sell him. As you may remember, we bought him for 12.5 million. Well, we are selling him for 22.5, so we've made some profit there as well, which I didn't expect. Certainly not for a player that was already 25 when we bought him. I didn't expect him to make profit for us, but he did. So, his work permit still has to be granted. He is moving to, I think it was Brighton. So he still has to get his work permit. I think that decision should come, I think it was the 12th or the 13th of May. So it should be close. So yeah, that's that. We lost him. And as I said last episode, Labiat and Kleiber are both gone as well at the end of the season. So we've got a couple of spots that we can fill up again. Livakovic luckily didn't even take a homegrown spot or something like that. Kleiber and Labiat, I think, both are homegrown in the country. Of course, not at the club, but I think they are both homegrown in the Netherlands. So that's something that we are going to have to work around so that we can maybe get 2 other players that are homegrown. And we take the lead after 12.5 minutes. Thanks to Dusan Tadic, and that would give us the championship here today in Venlo. Also, the youth intake happened. I'm going to show you it after this game. Well, I'm not going to show you the entire youth intake because I think only 1 player really worth showing. I signed up 3 of the players. But I'm going to show you all 3 of those, but there is 1 player in particular that really stands out. So keep watching if you want to see that as well after we beat Venlo, hopefully. 35 minutes gone already. PSV have also taken the lead, but that doesn't matter. As long as we win here against Venlo, we have become champions in our first season, which is to be expected as well. It's nothing too special that we do become champions. It would have been more special if we would have lost it, maybe here or on the final day. Which, knowing myself, I wouldn't be too surprised about either. But when you look at the team we've got, especially now with Asensio and Çalhanoğlu, but without them as well, we should be winning the championship quite easily. And that's exactly what is happening. So yeah, can't really complain, except for the Europa League. Can complain about that, and the Dutch Cup, which we got knocked out of in the first round that we played. Neres with the second goal of the game here. Oh, it's disallowed. But yeah, the board expectation was for the Cup to win it, and we didn't do that. To win the league, of course, we are going to do that. And to reach the first knockout round of the Champions League, we did not manage to get there. And in the Europa League, they wanted us to reach the quarterfinals. And again, we did not manage to get there. So I am hoping for sure that they're not gonna get really mad about that. And that they're gonna give us another chance here for another season. Of course, we have a 3-year contract, but that says absolutely nothing in football. Anything can change after a couple of games. But I think we'll get another chance. I mean, it's not that we have done so badly. I mean, the Champions League group was insanely tough, and the Europa League, granted, we should have won that, but you're always gonna have 1 or 2 off days, and if those 2 off days are on those 2 days that you have the match for the Europa League knockout rounds, then you're gonna get knocked out like we did. So as I said, I am disappointed, but nothing that I'm too angry about. Also, I'm playing on 2D right now because, we've already almost won the league. So I thought, let's just get it on 2D and get it over with so we can get to the next season and get more European football, which is, of course, the most important thing in this save, because we are expected to win the league every single season. So that's nothing that is too special to show you guys, except for maybe games against Feyenoord, or if we have a game that is really, really important for the league. But other than that, I think the European games are way more important. So I'm going to show those in 3D, of course. But if it's the case like this, where we have already won the league or almost won the league, then I'm gonna do it on 2D so we can just get through it quicker. And we have won the game. It just clocked that the game was already over. We have won the game, and that means that we have won the league in the first season here. We're 5 points ahead of PSV. We are not gonna get our goal difference higher than our points tally. Definitely not going to happen. We're not going to score 16 goals in that last game against AZ, no matter how hard we're going to try. But yeah, still a good league win. 5 points ahead of PSV. Could become 8, could also become 2, depending on the results on the last match day. So yeah, PSV second, AZ third. Not sure if any teams can still swap positions. Of course, some still can. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in just a second for that last day of the season against AZ. And we're back for not only the second game of the episode, but also for those 3 players that I signed up from the youth intake. This is the first one and the one with the lowest potential. Don't really want to say the worst one, but the one with the lowest potential. He has a 3-star potential, 17-year-old striker. Yeah, this is him. Don't really know what else there is to say about him. I'm just curious to see how his development will go in the coming couple of seasons, and curious to see as well if he can maybe play a role in our first team. So that is him, Erwin Donald. Yeah, let's just move on to the next one. The second one is Niklas Brendel, and his first name actually sounds German. I'm not sure. Alright, so yeah, his other nationality is German as well. When I signed him up, he had only 3-star potential, and he actually moved up to a 4-star potential, and he doesn't look too bad either. Driven personality, 19 determination, 13 work rate, couple of really good attributes in there. Of course, we don't use a standard attacking mid, but as a striker, after a little bit of development, he can play there as well. So Niklas Brendel, the second one to come in. Moving on to the last one, Said Badawi. Or Badoui, I'm not sure, a right back. It says he's Dutch, possibly Moroccan as well. There we go. Yeah, look at his development already. A lot of stats, a lot of attributes, I should say, already going up. He is fairly ambitious. Shoots from distance is not the best PPM for a right back, but he does have 4.5 potential. And look at everything already progressing very, very nicely. So that is the third player and the last one that we got from our own youth intake. Not to mention that we have picked up a lot of players from other teams' youth intakes who are going to come in either at the end of this season or in January of 2022. There were also a lot of players that I could sign that wouldn't come to us until 2023 or even 24. So I just didn't sign them. I didn't bother doing that. Then I would have already paid money for players that are not going to come in for another 2 to 3 seasons. So I didn't think that was worth it, especially when there are a lot of players that we can buy and come in straight away, or well, in a couple of months' time at least. So there we go to the final game of the season against AZ. This is going to be the team: Onana in goal, Mazraoui, Alvarez, Martinez, Tagliafico, Çalhanoğlu and Gravenberg, Neres, Asensio, Borré and Anthony are going to be the first 11. And what I'm going to do in the second half to pay a kind of tribute. By the way, I'm going to do this match in 3D because AZ is a tough opponent always, so should be a fun match. But what I'm going to do in the second half is going to sub on the 4 players that are going to leave us at the end of the season to give them a kind of a last farewell to the club, especially Huntelaar. That's what he deserves. So let's get straight into the game and let's move it straight back to the TV camera. There we go. And we are underway. As you know, we are already champions of the league. But I still want to get a win here against AZ. Oh, wait, of course, let's not put it that fast either. Let's do it the normal speed. Well, I say normal, the speed that I usually have it on when I'm recording. So here we go, 8 minutes in. We have the first chance here, possibly Borré with the cross, but Bizold catches it. He picks it up from the pitch. And now we might have another chance straight after Neres, but he loses the ball. I thought it was a good tackle, but the ref has actually blown his whistle. And it's not a penalty. Alright, so that's what I thought. Well then, ref, next time don't blow your damn whistle and then just let it play on, right? But we might have another chance here. No, we don't, because Mazraoui's cross gets blocked and now AZ can counter here. Boadu, of course, always dangerous, and he scores it. Well, it says it's an own goal from Martinez, but you could as well give the goal to Boadu, a very good striker, usually scores against me, and he has already gotten 26 goals in his 42 games that he played this season. Anthony now equalizes for us, though, I think it was only 1 or 2 minutes after. I'm not too sure when they scored their goal, 3 minutes after. Alright, so a good reaction by the players, but now we have to push on because I don't want to lose this game. I mean, not that it counts for anything anymore, but it's just about, about bragging rights, especially against a team like AZ. But as it stands right now, it's still 1-1. Hopefully we can get a second goal and a couple of more. But Boadu with his 27th league goal already. Oh no, not league goal, but his 27th goal of the season. And he puts AZ up 2-1 again. So when I'm saying that I'm going to sub on those 4 players in the second half, might not be possible if we're throwing the game like this. So hopefully we can get the equalizer and the goal to put us in the lead before halftime. I'm not saying that I'm going to sub those players on straight at the 45th minute, but I would like to have a lead already before I put them on the field. But it doesn't look like it. I mean, we aren't really getting a lot of chances. AZ are having more chances than we are. And Mitchell now with another one right as I say it, but they get the corner kick from it. Luckily, that doesn't lead to anything. Still AZ leading though. Anthony now with a corner of our own. And we lose it immediately and Boadu can go towards goal. Luckily, we take the ball off of them and give it straight back. Alright, so that's good. Carlson now to Wijndal, to Boadu again, with his 28th goal of the season, and actually his hat-trick if they would not have given that first goal to Martinez. Alright, so what is going wrong right now? Just like the PSV game, which we lost 4-2, we're losing by so many goals, and it just doesn't make sense. Boadu again with a chance. Luckily this time Onana makes the save. But what is happening? AZ actually almost overtake PSV, which I would actually prefer to have AZ in second place and PSV in third, but that's just me. Not that that still can happen, but let's try to get back in the second half and not lose 3-1. Would be a disappointing end to the season, especially for the players that we're going to say goodbye to. But nothing is happening so far in this second half. It's looking rather boring. We only have one shot on target yet in the entire match. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen us play this badly. Again, another completely misplaced pass by Çalhanoğlu this time. And AZ might counter against Svensson, the right back. Boadu in there again, of course. But luckily, Nico takes the ball off of them. And maybe it's time for us to counter now. Neres, a lot of space here for Mazouris. Gives it straight back to Neres. Borre should have finished that. Now another chance, but Asensio hits an opponent. And it's still 3-1 to AZ. And now I am going to make a few subs. Borre is not playing well. So if the game would let me, thank you. There we go. Labiot on as well for Asensio. I mean, that's a change of quality, right? Who else was there that's going to leave? Kleiber is already gone. And Livakovic, of course. So Kleiber is already gone, so we can't put him on unless I'm missing something. But I don't see him between the subs. What else can we do? Get Gravenberg off for Klaassen maybe. And confirm the subs. We have 30 minutes to go to make something of this match. Let's go more attacking though. Let's already throw everything at them. Because, well, quite frankly, look at Çalhanoğlu playing at a 5.9. That is absolutely insane. I haven't seen a rating that bad in this save yet. For us or for the opponent, even though we've won some games with 6-1 or something. And Anthony now in on goal, but Bizot with another save. He should have just fell to the ground there because we would have gotten a free kick and they possibly got a red card there. But he stayed up. Kudos to him, but kudos, right? Yeah, that's the player. Kudos to him for staying up and trying his luck, but it didn't get us anything. Still 3-1 to AZ, and this is such a bad end to the season. I don't see us changing. I don't see us turning this result around anymore in this last 15 minutes. What I do see happening is that AZ are going to score a fourth or maybe even a fifth, which, when you would have told me that before this game, I would have laughed in your face, because I don't think AZ have the quality to do that to us. But apparently they do. Especially when nobody is playing like they should or like they can. Only 10 minutes left now, and AZ with another chance here. Tabouni, they're actually putting up some youngsters as well. That is such disrespect towards us. Tabouni, in real life, I don't think he's even played a match for the senior team. But last game of the season against Ajax, let's just throw him on there. What else could go wrong, right? Alvarez with a long ball forward to Anthony. Again, a save from Bizot. What is he doing? You know what? We might actually have to sign him, because he is also homegrown at Ajax. Maybe a little spoiler for next season. Don't know if we're going to do that. But he wouldn't be a bad signing. I think he's only 25 or 26 as well. And of course we got an injury after we've already made 5 subs. Of course we do. Not going to change anything. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore anyway. So just going to leave it like it is. And take the result. Even though it's a really bad one. I can't even tell the players to come back for training tomorrow, because they are free for the rest of the off-season, of course. And Abu Hlal, another young player, gives it to Tabouni. There's the fourth. It's actually his first goal of the season as well. Why is this happening now? We've already won the league, so I can't be too bothered. But to lose 4-1 to another rival, just like we lost 4-2 to PSV, is unacceptable. I can't tell them to come back to training tomorrow because we don't have any training. But we should have done much better. PSV actually dropped more points there. Feyenoord ending in 6th place. That's the only positive that I can take from this right now. I'm too pissed off about this result. We should have definitely won that. Kudus injured for 4 weeks as well. Yeah. Don't really have anything to say about that. That's going to be it for this episode. We finished in first in the league. We lost in the second knockout round against Braga in the Europa League. We lost in the group in the Champions League. And we lost in the second round versus Vitesse in the Dutch Cup. Top scorer, of course, Rafael Santos Borré with 26 goals, so a little bit less than Boadu scored. And Borré, as you can see here, behind Boadu and Male as well in the top scorer for the league. Neres and Tadic in second and third for average rating. Tadic with the second most assists as well. And Neres with the third most player of the match awards. We don't have a goalkeeper in the top 3 of clean sheets, but we rotated our goalkeepers a lot, so that might be the reason for it. We scored the most goals, 102 goals. The record is 120, which is something I do want to try to break next season. And after us, PSV with 90 goals. Most points per game, of course, it's us. Fewest conceded is actually Feyenoord with 32. We've conceded 38 goals. That's not good enough. I mean, we've won the league, so apparently it was good enough. But to concede 38 goals in a 34-game league is not good enough for a team like Ajax. And only 12 clean sheets as well. So yeah, we definitely have some things that we have to improve on for the next season. We're gonna try to do that in the off season, in the preseason, of course. And I'm gonna meet you guys not for the first game of the season, but for the first European game of next season. As I said, the league should be ours to win every single season. So the most important thing is the Champions League or the Europa League, whatever competition we're in. In this case, it's going to be the Champions League. So next episode is going to be the first 2 Champions League games of the season 2021-2022. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys for next season very soon. Bye bye.